The true history of dinosaur extinction. For over 160 million years, dinosaurs ruled the earth. They lived on every continent, evolved into thousands of species, and became the dominant animals of the prehistoric world. From the giant plant-eating titanosaurs to the terrifying Tyrannosaurus rex, dinosaurs were incredibly successful creatures. But around 66 million years ago, something catastrophic happened that changed the history of life forever. The extinction of the dinosaurs is one of the most fascinating mysteries in science. For many years, people believed dinosaurs disappeared because they were too large, too slow, or unable to adapt to changing environments. However, modern scientific discoveries have revealed a much more dramatic and terrifying story. A world before disaster. During the late Cretaceous period, dinosaurs were thriving. Forests covered large parts of the planet, flowering plants were spreading rapidly, and a wide variety of dinosaur species existed across the globe. Famous dinosaurs such as Tyrannosaurus rex, Triceratops, Ankylosaurus, and Velociraptor lived during this time. The Earth was warmer than it is today. There were no polar ice caps, and sea levels were much higher. Dinosaurs had survived countless environmental changes, volcanic eruptions, and climate shifts over millions of years. Nothing suggested that their reign was about to end. Yet deep in space, a deadly threat was moving toward Earth. The asteroid that changed everything. Scientists now believe that the main cause of the dinosaur extinction was a massive asteroid impact. Around 66 million years ago, an asteroid approximately 10 to 15 kilometers, 6 to 9 miles, wide struck Earth near what is now the Yucatan Peninsula in Mexico. The impact created the enormous Chicxulub crater, which measures about 180 kilometers, 112 miles, across. The collision released more energy than billions of nuclear bombs exploding at the same time. The moment the asteroid hit Earth, unimaginable destruction followed. A giant fireball instantly vaporized everything near the impact site. Rocks were melted, forests ignited, and massive shockwaves traveled across the planet. Earthquakes stronger than any in recorded human history shook the ground. The impact also generated gigantic tsunamis hundreds of meters high that swept across coastlines around the world. Global firestorms. The asteroid impact blasted trillions of tons of debris into the atmosphere. Much of this material eventually fell back to Earth as superheated particles. As these particles re-entered the atmosphere, they heated the air dramatically, causing temperatures to rise worldwide. Scientists believe that many forests and grasslands caught fire almost simultaneously. These global firestorms destroyed habitats and killed countless animals. Smoke from the fires added even more dust and soot to the atmosphere. Life on Earth was entering its darkest chapter. The long darkness. The immediate destruction was only the beginning. Dust, ash, and soot from the impact spread throughout the atmosphere, blocking sunlight for months or even years. Without enough sunlight, plants could no longer perform photosynthesis effectively. As plants began to die, the food chain collapsed. Plant-eating dinosaurs lost their primary food source. Soon afterward, meat-eating dinosaurs also began starving because their prey became scarce. Temperatures dropped significantly, creating conditions similar to a global winter. Many ecosystems that had existed for millions of years suddenly disappeared. This period of darkness and cold may have lasted several years, making survival extremely difficult for large animals. The role of volcanic eruptions. While the asteroid impact was the primary cause of extinction, scientists also believe that massive volcanic activity may have contributed to the crisis. Around the same time, enormous volcanic eruptions were occurring in what is now India. These eruptions created a region known as the Deccan Traps. For hundreds of thousands of years, these volcanoes released vast amounts of lava, carbon dioxide, sulfur gases, and other materials into the atmosphere. The volcanic activity likely caused climate instability before and after the asteroid impact. Some researchers think the eruptions weakened ecosystems, making it even harder for species to survive when the asteroid struck. Today, most scientists agree that the asteroid was the main cause of extinction, while volcanic activity may have worsened the environmental stress. Why dinosaurs could not survive? Not all dinosaurs died instantly. Many species probably survived for months or even years after the impact. However, the collapse of ecosystems eventually led to their extinction. Large dinosaurs needed enormous amounts of food. When plants disappeared and food chains broke down, these animals could not find enough resources to survive. The rapid environmental changes also made adaptation difficult. Temperatures fluctuated dramatically, habitats vanished, and food sources became unreliable. Even powerful predators like Tyrannosaurus rex were helpless against starvation and environmental collapse. Nature had faced many challenges before, but this disaster was unlike anything dinosaurs had experienced. The survivors. Although non-avian dinosaurs became extinct, many other creatures survived. Small mammals managed to endure the catastrophe. Their small size allowed them to require less food. Many lived in burrows, which protected them from heat, fires, and harsh weather. Crocodiles, turtles, frogs, and some reptiles also survived because they could live with limited food and adapt to changing conditions. Many fish survived in rivers and oceans. Most importantly, a group of small feathered dinosaurs survived and eventually evolved into modern birds. This means that birds are actually living dinosaurs. Every sparrow, eagle, pigeon, and chicken alive today is a distant descendant of the dinosaurs that survived the extinction event. In a sense, dinosaurs never completely disappeared. Evidence discovered by scientists. The asteroid theory became widely accepted after several important discoveries. In 1980, scientists found an unusual layer of rock around the world containing high levels of iridium, a rare element that is much more common in asteroids than on Earth's surface. This iridium layer appeared exactly at the boundary marking the end of the Cretaceous period. Later, researchers discovered shocked quartz, tiny minerals that form under extreme pressure during major impacts. The strongest evidence came when scientists identified the Chicxulub crater buried beneath the Yucatan Peninsula. The crater's age matched the extinction event almost perfectly, providing convincing proof that a giant asteroid struck Earth at the same time dinosaurs disappeared. Since then, numerous studies have supported the impact hypothesis. How life recovered. After the extinction event, Earth was a very different place. Approximately 75% of all species on the planet had vanished. Entire ecosystems were destroyed. However, life is remarkably resilient. Over millions of years, surviving plants spread into empty habitats. Small mammals diversified into new forms. Some eventually evolved into primates, whales, elephants, bats, and countless other species. Birds expanded into many ecological roles previously occupied by dinosaurs. The extinction opened opportunities for mammals to become the dominant land animals. Without the asteroid impact, mammals might never have risen to prominence, and humans may never have evolved. Could it happen again? Asteroid impacts remain a real threat, although events as large as the Chicxulub impact are extremely rare. Today, scientists use advanced telescopes to monitor near-Earth objects and identify potentially dangerous asteroids. Space agencies around the world are developing technologies to deflect or redirect threatening objects before they reach Earth. In 2022, humanity successfully demonstrated asteroid deflection technology when a spacecraft intentionally altered the orbit of a small asteroid. While no known asteroid currently poses a major threat to Earth, the dinosaur extinction reminds us that our planet exists in a dynamic and sometimes dangerous universe. Conclusion: the extinction of the dinosaurs was not caused by weakness, laziness, or failure to adapt. Dinosaurs were among the most successful animals in Earth's history, dominating the planet for more than 160 million years. Their downfall came from an extraordinary cosmic disaster, the impact of a massive asteroid that triggered global fires, darkness, climate change, and ecosystem collapse. Volcanic activity may have intensified the crisis, but the asteroid delivered the fatal blow. Although most dinosaurs disappeared, some survived in the form of birds, which continue to thrive today. The extinction event reshaped life on Earth and paved the way for the rise of mammals and eventually humans. The story of dinosaur extinction is not just a tale about the past, it is a reminder of how a single event can change the course of life on an entire planet forever.